How do you build a team that doesn't panic when things go wrong, but actually grows stronger through it? The answer lies in creating a risk-ready customer success culture, one that embraces uncertainty, learns from it, and turns setback into opportunities for loyalty. Hello and welcome back to StartCS. I'm Delia, and today we are diving into what it takes to build lasting and trusted relationships with customers, even when things don't go according to plan. Every customer success leader faces this challenge. How do you build a team that doesn't panic when things go wrong, but actually grows stronger through it? The answer lies in creating a risk-ready customer success culture, one that embraces uncertainty, learns from it, and turns setback into opportunities for loyalty. So today we will explore three essentials: mindset, how your team thinks about risks; systems, how you detect and manage risks; and action, how you respond and grow stronger. So, in customer success, risk is not failure, it's actually feedback. It's information that tells you where to act and what not to fear. Avoiding risk is also a choice, but often is the riskiest one. Great customer success leaders teach their teams that preparedness beats panic. So in this case, make sure you identify what could go wrong. Build scenarios for each possible outcome and make sure that you equip your team with the confidence and the tool they need to handle challenges. A risk-ready culture starts when everyone feels safe to speak up early, because here's the truth: teams cannot manage what they are afraid to admit. And a very important aspect here: it's a great thing that you celebrate renewals, but you should also create a habit by celebrating when someone proactively spots a risk before it escalates. Now, when it comes to systems, you should definitely make risks visible. In this case, risk management should not be emotional, it should be 100% operational. Start with simple, structured practices. For example, dedicate some time to spot early warning signs. In this case, maybe a weekly red flag reviews can be helpful, because I'm sure you will see measurable impact in less than a quarter. You will be able to track things like product usage drops, support ticket spikes, stakeholder turnover, low engagement, and so many more. You can also use risk dashboards and color coding for visibility and alignment with other internal teams. You can automate data where possible, but in this case, make sure that you pair that and those metrics with human intuition. Customer sentiment is often your most reliable signal. And remember, when it comes to risk, we are not talking just about customer success, because risk is not owned by customer success alone. So in this case, you should encourage cross-functional collaboration. Make sure that sales, product, and customer success speak the same risk language. When it comes to taking action, the purpose here and the goal is to respond fast and learn faster. So my recommendation in this case is not to wait for monthly business reviews or quarterly business reviews to uncover risks. Make sure that you run quick micro check-ins weekly using three simple questions. What customer is at risk? Why? And what are we doing about it? Best practice here would be to create risk playbooks for common scenarios, such as budget cuts, leadership churn, low adoption, and define roles and responsibilities so that CSMs can act without waiting for your approval. Once risk criteria are met, they start moving and they take action. When risks cannot be mitigated and churn happens, you should have two playbooks ready. One of them is the win-back strategy, trying to re-engage and bring back the customer. And in more sad cases, you should have a playbook for what I call the post-mortem process, which includes an exit interview to capture insights from your customers. In a post-mortem process, you talk about learnings, what should have been done differently, what is the feedback of the customers, and so on. In this case, in both those situations, you should definitely reward people who spot and manage risks early. And when churn occurs, maybe you should treat it as a learning moment and not a loss, because every churn story reveals what your customers truly value, if you're willing to listen. The takeaways of this episode are, in order for you to build a risk-ready customer success culture, you should remember to shift the mindset, treat risk as feedback, build the systems, make risk visible early, and take action. Respond fast, learn faster. The future belongs to customer success teams that see risk not as a threat, but as a resource, a source of growth, resilience, and trust. Thank you for listening to this new episode of StartCS. If this helped you, maybe you can share it with your team, and let's start building resilient, risk-ready customer success cultures together. See you soon.